Panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just took the lean in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Hitting the licks in the band. Legacies.
Hi guys, this is AWAD David Ben, and welcome to round 2 of the GT3 PS4 Pro League Championship in Dubai. So after a disaster of round 1 in Circuit of the Americas, finishing in P6 I believe it was, we were looking to a vast improvement on that round during this race, and we qualified in P2 with a 1:35.6, just behind Nick Nitro in P1 with a 1:35.3. Now unfortunately for Nick at this particular point, he disconnected for some reason. We tried to get him back in the lobby because we were in the same chat at this point, but unfortunately couldn't get back in, so that meant we got promoted up to P1 at the start of the race. So this is the end of the formation lap now, so we'll come around onto the pit straight, we'll hit the acceleration point, and then I'll decide when we are to accelerate. At this point I totally forgot where the acceleration point was, realised it was here and just floored it, so we get a pretty good getaway from FSR and RBR in P2 and P3. I was hoping to get into turn 1 without any issues, considering what had happened in round 1, but as you can see, nothing to worry about. And we get away, and I didn't realise at this point, you'll notice as we come through turns 3 and 4, I've got no straight line speed, and I forgot to turn my fuel ratio up when I was currently running on lean at this point. And as you can see everyone catching me from behind, which I was quite surprised with, but coming through sector 2 now towards sector 3, and we're in P1. So I'll bring you on to lap 10 now. Still in P1. We've managed to increase our gap to Nezran, who's in P2, to just over 6 seconds, so we're managing the gap pretty well. Got into a nice groove, nice racing rhythm, and then we've also got Buffon, who's a fellow F1 2017 F8 driver, in P3. So no initial concerns at the moment. The pace was going well, tyres were okay, disc brakes weren't heating up, so it's just managed the pace, and I was hoping to increase it sort of a second each lap on Nezran. Coming towards the end of lap 19 now, still in P1. There's been no real threats at this point in the race. As you can see, we're 11.6 seconds ahead of Nezran, who's in P2 still, so we're managing the pace to him. I just felt really comfortable on this track, felt really good. So it's pretty quiet from here on in. We noticed we'd start to reach a few of the back markers, but I found them quite difficult to close the gap down on. But that's it. There we are. We're coming on to lap 20, and we are 12.6 seconds ahead of Nezran in P2. So we're almost the end of the race now, just over 6 minutes to go on lap 32, and we caught one of the back markers. So that was one of the new drivers that joined us last minute, so he moves over for us to let us on by, and as we can see, there's 3 more back markers ahead of us, which I was desperate to catch, but 5 minutes to go, there wasn't enough time, but reasonably good place going on in the race. We're 22 seconds ahead of Buffon now, and Nezran's in P3. Unfortunately for him, he ran out of fuel, and I think it was probably about 2 to 3 minutes before the end of the race, he decided to pit in and stock up some fuel. but that's it. That's us on to lap 34 now. Almost end of the race. So here we are, guys. Last couple of corners. End of lap 36. So the time clock is down. So as I cross the line now, this will be the end of the race. On reflection, I am disappointed that, and I'm sure Nick is as well, that he didn't get to compete in the race. I was looking forward to having a bit of a battle with Nick. Nitro, extremely fast driver, and I'd like to think we'd have a great battle. So hopefully we'll have a good battle at the next round. But for me personally, it's been a cracking race. Quite surprised. All week I'd been kind of struggling with my pace, but and my qualifying time. But for some reason it all came together this race. So there we are.
Great job. You were the best out there today. First class.
So there we are, guys. There's confirmation of the race. So that's us in P1 with the fastest lap. I think that was a 36.6, and I believe that was the fastest lap of the race. Yes, it was. Buffon, fellow F8 driver, in P2, and Dukes Mills in P3 respectively. So that's the end of the Dubai International race. On to the next round. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.